This week's declaration is I am free from shame. Yesterday, Dom and I had a lovely little date trip to go and see a film called West Side Story, which was great, tragic and dramatic. I'd forgotten what the story was actually about, but excellent, and loads of dancing. And so when the credits were up and we were heading out, the spirit of the dance was upon us. And I came down the stairs doing a little flamenco, and Dom joined in, and we did some dancing right in front of the screen. And it was hilarious. It was great fun. We were just having fun. And one couple clapped, and the rest were a bit sort of like shocked. Why is this couple dancing in the cinema? It's a bit embarrassing. And it just made, well, I love dancing, and in the context of this declaration, it's made me think, do you long to be able to dance in public? Do you long to be able to dance on the wedding dance floor without feeling embarrassed? Do you long to be able to sing in public or give a speech without those feelings of crippling shame and embarrassment and fear and self-consciousness? That is who we're made to be. Adam and Eve were naked and unashamed in the garden. They were unhindered. There were no masks. There was none of that self-consciousness. But sin came in. They covered themselves with fig leaves, and there was that awareness of good and evil and themselves, and they hid from God. And many of us are living, well, we live under the curse of a fallen world, and we cover ourselves. Not so much with fig leaves. Often it's with our achievements or other people's praise, or our clothes, or our makeup, or our successes, or our car, or our house. Fill in the blanks of these things that we use to try and make ourselves feel okay and cover up our feelings of inadequacy. But I really want to be free from all of that, and I imagine that you do too. I want to be known by my friends, known by my husband, really seen for who I am. And that's been a journey that I've been on, coming out of the eating disorders, where I had a mask up of, yeah, everything's fine, and behind the scenes I was living in chaos. And I slowly learned how to let people into the inner world, in safe context, not everyone, but to learn to drop the masks and be seen and be known, to learn how to be vulnerable. And that was so freeing and so wonderful, and it takes a lot of the stress away. When we're trying to keep the masks up and keep the show on the road, it's exhausting. And shame says if people knew who you really were, they would hate you. And so we keep these secrets hidden, we keep the skeletons in the closet so that nobody finds out, and hopefully people think we're okay. But the Lord wants to set you free from that. The Lord wants to set me free from that we can live unashamed, that we can live authentically, being known, being seen, ultimately by Him. He sees us anyway, but also in relationships. When we get free from shame, our relationships are going to be so much more rewarding and honest and true and vulnerable, and will bear great fruit. So I encourage you to practice walking out of shame by finding one friend, two friends who you can be really vulnerable with, and bringing some of those darkest secrets into the light. Let them know what's actually going on in your inner world. What are the things that you wish and you hope no one will ever find out? And when you share those things, and when your friends can meet you with empathy and with understanding and with love and acceptance, and remind you of Jesus' forgiveness over you in that place of, I feel so raw and disgusting, that can bring so much healing. That was it. That was a huge key for me in coming out of shame and addiction, was having friends where I could be brutally honest and realise, oh my goodness, that didn't kill me, and I actually feel a lot better. So I bless you in this war against shame. I hope that you can take some of these nuggets, these kernels, these encouragements, and begin to